7:46, another gorgeous morning to wake up to here on this Thursday. Joining us on the BT Couch is the President-elect for the BC Teachers Federation, Teri Mooring, joining us right now, taking over for Glen Hansman on July 1st. I can't believe it's been 3 years already that Glen had the role, and now it's your opportunity to lead.
It is hard to believe it's been that long, for sure.
You were elected on Tuesday, and when you have this opportunity, and this is an important one right now, the deal expiring with the government and BC teachers on June 30th, what do you anticipate over the next couple of months of issues you're going to push for, and how this process can go this time around?
Yeah, so I'm one of the co-lead negotiators for the bargaining team, and it is a different context. We have a new government that has a priority of education, which is great, and we have our court win under our belts. And so one of our big issues, two big priorities really, although there's lots of areas where we're looking to catch up because it's been quite a while since we've been able to make any gains at the bargaining table. One priority is definitely salary. We have a big recruitment and retention issue, especially in the North Coast, North Central, and Peace regions of BC. So that's priority number one for sure. And an equally important priority is class size and composition. We want our language back, but not every district has class composition language or even 4 to 12 class size language. So we'll be looking to fill some gaps.
Well, your experience, Teri, is really unique because of the years you spent in Quesnel, president of the Quesnel District Teachers Association for 5 years, correct? 20 years teaching grade 6, grade 7. The reality you saw around this province being different from the needs in the Lower Mainland, how does that perspective really help you in this role to serve BC teachers all across the board?
Well, it really helps me because I'm based here now, so I understand the needs of the metro area, and it's very unique, you're right. But I also understand that in the northern regions of the province where it's hard to attract teachers and retain teachers, and where the resources may not be what they are in other areas, I really believe strongly that students' learning should be comparable regardless of where they live in the province, and teachers should have the same access to professional development and resources regardless of where they live in the province.
And the relationship with the BC teachers and the government, knowing that we've had a government change over the past few years, how would you describe that? Because you do have a positive relationship with the education minister. Yeah,
we're working with the ministry, absolutely, and it's been a big change for sure. But like with any government, we're going to congratulate them when they're doing great things, and one of the really good things that they're doing is adding additional teacher spaces to education programs at universities, and so that's great. But we're also critical of any government when they do things that we don't agree with, and that's not going to change.
What's the reality of education funding right now, especially when you mentioned the teacher shortage and the gap that was created when class sizes went back to 2002? Yeah,
well, we're still definitely dealing with underfunding issues, and so we encourage government to undertake an education funding review, which is happening, though we're concerned about some of the recommendations. And one is the prevalence form of funding special education. So we will be, and we have been quite outspoken about our concerns about it, and we will continue to work with government to sort of let them know our concerns, and we're really hoping that they reconsider and don't implement that form of funding.
Well, what we saw last time around was a challenge. It was stressful for many involved with a teacher strike and a deal not getting done by the deadline. What do you anticipate? You take this role as president July 1st. What do you anticipate in meeting that June 30th deadline? Do you anticipate that's going to happen?
Well, both parties, both the union and the employer, have a goal of being finished by June 30th. We have a lot of sessions booked we've been meeting since the end of January, so we have a lot of the preliminaries, or all the preliminaries, out of the way. So between April 1st and June 30th, we have 40 sessions booked, so there's no reason why we can't get a deal.
So you take the role July 1st, but you're essentially working hard on it leading up to what's going to happen with our education system. Well, listen, congratulations on the role.
Thank you very much.
I know you've been a big proponent of the system and the vice president role, and obviously in Quesnel too. So excited to see what happens for BC teachers and our students out there.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take a break.